How can we bring peace to the earth? I believe that we are the generation that will end wars on our planet. I believe we are the generation that will bring peace to the earth. How do we do that? I believe one of the ways that we do it is by coming together. Unity consciousness. Forget the separation, all of the divisions, all of the tactics that the people who run the world are trying to make us hate our brothers and sisters based on where they were born or the color of their skin or whatever it is that they're trying to do. There's so many different tactics. I believe we can be the ones who can transcend it, come together in unity, in love, and be the force that transforms this world. One thing I know I can do, I can bring people together. So tomorrow, the 18th of October, 8 p.m, I'm going to do a special activation. You're welcome to join. It's completely free. I'll post the link below, about peace, love, and unity. I'm calling it the Peace, Love, and Unity Activation. For any of you who are, wherever you are in the world, let's come together. When group meditation happens, when people come together with an intention, it shifts things. And if we can get enough of us around the world to care, everything will change. We need to change these corrupt systems. The governments around the world, the corrupt ones who value profits over people, who pay the weapons manufacturers, the ones who spend billions and even trillions of dollars every year on warfare. We could end poverty on our planet with the swipe of a pen. Someone could raise $1 trillion tomorrow easily. They've done it before when the lockdowns happened. They could raise $1 trillion tomorrow and end world poverty. That could happen. Can we be the people who can inspire that? If we do still choose to use governments, because that is a choice, we could all become sovereign, which is a different topic, but possible, right? Countries are made up. Do you know that? Countries are literally made up. Someone invented them. If you zoom out on the earth, there's only one people. We're one people, all from different places. These imaginary lines that we call borders. The United States was a really interesting experiment in this. You know, all the different states in America, they didn't used to work in harmony, but they decided to come together united. Instead of fighting over water and land and resources, they came together to work together for the common good. I'm not saying it's a perfect system, but it was a test. It was a way. How can people in Africa still be starving and needing water? When I was a child 30 years ago, they were saying people in Africa are starving and needing water. How have we not fixed that in 30 years? That is insane. How is that possible? We must change these broken systems. That's why I created the Visionaries group. We meet once a month. We're actually going to do a Peace on Earth conference at the start of November. So it's going to be on November the 6th. Sunday, November the 6th, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. UK time. If you can make it, come. Everyone gets a chance to share whatever your ideas are of how we can bring peace to this earth. But I believe if we can shift the hearts and the minds of the people. I saw recently this idea that more people have woken up in the last 3 years than they did in the last 30 years. And I think that's a phenomenal thing, and that rings true for me. So those people who've woken up in the last 3 years, what happens now means we have more conscious parents, means we have more conscious companies, means people care about the planet and each other and our neighbours and community. And so what's going to happen in the next 3 years? So if you're free tomorrow, 18th of October, 8 p.m. UK time, come and join us. It'll be 1 hour on Zoom. I'll post the link below. Come and join. Let's get together, let's create peace and love and unity, and let's spread those ripples out. Invite anyone who you know, tag anyone who you know, share this video with them, send them the Zoom link. Let's get as many people as possible onto that. And together we can be the ones who transform the world. Maybe we plant some seeds in the hearts of the people. Maybe we completely change how our governments work. Maybe we get people who actually care into these positions of seeming power. Maybe we stop funding the banks and the corporations that are damaging the earth. Who knows? That's what the Visionaries is all about. We meet every single month. Come and bring it. Bring your wisdom. Bring your ideas. You don't even have to be the person who does the thing. You might be the person who has the idea. Someone else might run with that. So we have a project at the moment for reforming the education system, because if we have a generation of empowered young people, how fast will this world change? And we have a project to change the food production system, because if people aren't sick, if we stop feeding them poison, and they have energy, and they have vitality, and they are connected, and they have decalcified pineal glands, like, what is possible for this planet in our generation? And we have another project to build holistic health centers all around the world. And if you've never looked it up before, go check out, you can just go on YouTube or anything and look up the EDI Foundation, EDHI. It's a man in Pakistan called Abdul Sattar Edi. He saw that the government in Pakistan was not helping the people, and so he set up his own ambulance service. He got a second-hand ambulance, and this was like 50 years ago, he started traveling around helping people. That built up to be the biggest fleet of ambulances in Pakistan. Completely free healthcare for anyone homeless, in an abusive relationship. You could even go and drop off unwanted children at the centres, and they would raise them. I think they've got about 350 of these EDI foundations now all over Pakistan. They even have a crib outside the centres where you can go and put your babies if you know you can't care for them. You know, there are so many good things happening in this world. If Abdul Sattar Edi can do that, he took no funding from the governments, all the money came from the people. If he can do that 50 years ago, now with the technology we have and the resources we have and the power that we have, we can do that. We could build those foundations all over the UK, all over the world, where anyone can come and get help with their addictions. Anyone can come and get healthcare. No one has to be hungry. Like, how is it possible that millions of people starve on our planet every single year when we feed 80 billion land animals? That's how many animals get slaughtered every year. Like, surely millions of people don't need to starve if we can feed 80 billion animals. It's just a case of someone swiping a pen, changing the way we share our resources, stop being greedy. You know, food waste. We throw away more food than is needed to feed the entire population. Food wastage is absolutely insane. So can we be the ones who fix this broken system? I believe we can. Come join the Visionaries. Just type in The Visionaries with Luke on Facebook. You can find the group. Come and join us. There's a video on my YouTube channel as well. If you type in The Visionaries with Luke, it explains how the whole thing works. It's completely free. Everything's free. Just come join us. Come bring your ideas. Come support other people's ideas. Just even by being there, by being present. If you just come tomorrow, 8 p.m, the 18th, for the Peace, Love and Unity activation, if you just come and be there, you will physically change. You will then create these ripples that go out throughout your community and your family, and who knows what impact it has. You are a very powerful being. If you're watching this right now, you are one of the people on the leading edge of consciousness. You are one of the people that's here to create transformation on this planet. I know that. You know that. If we all work together, we can do it so much faster. So come join us tomorrow or both for the Visionaries Conference on the 6th of November. It would be my absolute pleasure to hear what is in your heart, what you really care about. I believe some of us are here to clean up the oceans, and some of us are here to end war in the Middle East, and some of us are here to help the children, and some of us are here to help the animals, and we all have our roles to play in this beautiful game, in this beautiful cosmos. And once we start stepping into that, everything's going to change really, really quickly. If more people woke up in the last 3 years than in the last 30 years, what's going to happen in 3 more years' time? We have a plan by 2027 that the majority of the world live in abundance. Right now, the majority of the world live in survival mode, scarcity, food poverty, this cost of living crisis. Let's change that. Let's make it so no one goes to bed hungry. Let's end homelessness. There are more empty properties in the world than there are homeless people. Every single homeless person could have somewhere to sleep if the government subsidized homeowners to house homeless people. It's just a swipe of a pen. It's literally a swipe of a pen. The UK government raised £100 billion to build testing centres in 2020. They could raise £100 billion tomorrow. The US government could raise $1 trillion. They're doing it anyway. They're printing the money anyway. Maybe we can find the conscious billionaires or the conscious CEOs of these big companies. I don't know the answers, but I'm here and I'm willing to have the conversations and see if we can figure it out together. So if you're on board with that, if that sounds exciting, I would love your support. I'm doing what I can. My heart hurts at the moment. I see these innocent people all around the world suffering because of what governments are doing. I believe we can do something about it. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you do already. You're amazing just by being. But if there is any ideas you have, or if you can give even more support, or if you want to just come together and work together, we can do things so much faster and more effectively.